Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Shrine during the anniversary. These videos will let you know if the perks and the Shrine of Secrets are really worth your 1,500 Iridescent Shards each. I will show you what the perk does, let you know if it's licensed or not, and give a grade out of 10 as to whether I think it's good or not. During the anniversary, we'll be getting a daily shrine, and I'll be covering every single one of them. Hope you enjoy. Today's shrine is a bit of a mix because we've got two licensed perks, but I kind of think they're a bit rubbish in game. So I'm going to give this shrine a 6 out of 10. We have perks from Ace, the Dark Lord, Rick, and the Nurse. Those perks are Ace in the Hole, Hex Wretched Fate, Teamwork Toughen Up, and Thanataphobia. Let's get into the Survivor perks first. Our first Survivor perk is Ace in the Hole. Whenever you loot an item from a chest, it will have a visceral or lower rarity add-on, 100% chance of an uncommon or lower rarity add-on, and whenever you escape, you get to keep those add-ons. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give Ace in the Hole a 6 out of 10. This is by no means a strong perk. It's just a bit of fun. And if you want to do a build where you're looting chests, this makes it absolutely worth your while if you put this in your build. Unfortunately though, Ace is one of the oldest characters in the game, so it's much better value to go and pick him up whilst he's on sale, and get all three of his perks by leveling him up in the blood webs instead. Stay away from this in the shrine today. Our next survivor perk is Teamwork Toughen Up. While injured, whenever another survivor within 24 meters of you blinds or pallet stuns the killer for 30 seconds, you will leave no pools of blood, you won't have any grunts of pain, and you'll leave no scratch marks. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give Toughen Up a 4 out of 10. I have no idea how I managed to get this clip. I think it is just absolute pure luck. The amount of specific stuff that needs to go right for you to trigger this perk is absolutely ridiculous. 24 meters is very, very close. So basically, you need to be hugging a killer in a chase with another survivor in order to not have grunts of pain, pools of blood, or scratch marks for 30 seconds. I guess if you're getting tunneled and someone is trying to run behind you in like a train-like manner and they stun or blind the killer, that's great, but for real, this is so hard to trigger. But whether you think this is strong or not, Rick is licensed, and so technically this is worth picking up if you have a huge amount of shards. Otherwise, honestly, I kind of think this isn't really worth your time, but it's licensed, so I've got to say that it's worth picking up. Let's move on to the killer perks. Our first killer perk is Hex Wretched Fate. The first time a generator is completed, a dull totem ignites. The obsession repairs 33% slower, and they see the totem's aura within 12 meters. This is what it looks like in game, kind of. Even if I had someone to do this with and show you the perspective from the survivors, you're basically just going to see a slightly slower character. Honestly, I think this perk is a 3 out of 10. Unless you are doing a build in which the obsession is absolutely key to being played around, I just don't really see why you'd ever run this. This really requires a really big buff for it to be usable, because 33% slower on just repairs is not very bad. If that was 33% on everything, healing, totems, chests, repairs, gate opening, then I could see a world where this is actually somewhat usable. Whether you think it's strong or not though, the Dark Lord or Dracula is licensed, so technically this is worth picking up. You never know, in the future they could actually add that buff that I just mentioned, so here's to hoping. Our fourth and final perk is Thanataphobia. For each injured, downed, or hooked survivor, all survivors cleanse totems 2% slower, repair 2% slower, and sabotage hooks 2% slower. While 4 survivors are either injured, downed, or hooked, all above actions are additionally 12% slower. This is what it looks like in game. I'm going to give Thanataphobia an 8 out of 10. However, if you play this perk on someone like Plague or someone like Legion, where people are injured or downed a heck of a lot, this becomes an absolute 10 out of 10. This becomes like the most essential perk to any of those builds. Unfortunately though, the nurse is part of the base game, so please do not pick this perk up in the shrine. Instead, just level the nurse up and you will get this perk for free by just spending your blood points. So to recap today, the 2 perks that we want to potentially pick up are Hex Wretched Fate and Teamwork Toughen Up. We want to stay away from Ace in the Hole and Thanataphobia. I honestly would say that if you are waiting on some good perks in the last couple days of these resets, I wouldn't pick up those 2 perks, but that's just because I think they're personally not very good. But it's completely up to you. They are technically worth picking up because if you want to play the game for free, the shrine's the only way you're going to get them. Anyway, I hope tomorrow is a great shrine because it is the last one that we're going to be getting in this reset. I will see you tomorrow and hopefully it's a great one. See you then. Bye!